Hello and welcome to this quick tutorial. I'm going to show you how to work an increase in Tunisian crochet smock stitch. I've put a link in the description to my video explaining how smock stitch itself is worked, but just briefly, they're generally worked with the yarn held forward with your index finger against the hook, and by inserting the hook into the next two stitches, yarning over and pulling through both stitches together. This is what it looks like when you have a row of existing smock stitches. They look like V's, and you just want to always remember to work the two neighboring V's together by their left and right arms. So find the left arm of the stitch that you just worked and work it together with the right arm of the next V. Never work the two arms of an existing V together. So again, find the left arm and then the right arm of the next V and sort of cross-link two neighboring V's together. Do that one more time. And then I'll officially assume you know how to work smock stitch, and I'll show you how to work an increase. Increases are relevant when you're working in the round. As I show you in my other video, they do look different. They look like inverted V's when you're working in the round. So here's how to work an increase. Bring the yarn forward as usual. Find the right arm of that X or inverted V of the next smock stitch. There's a right and a left arm. Find just the right one and work it first. Insert under just that stitch instead of both. Yarn over and pull through. So it's like you're doing a yarn forward and then a simple stitch into that first arm of the inverted V. Yarn forward again and then work the left arm of that same V separately and pull through just like a simple stitch. So in this way, you've now created two smock stitches out of an existing smock stitch. So you've actually increased by 2 stitches. Again, let's do it again. Yarn forward, work into the right arm of the V first in just a simple stitch. Yarn forward and work into the left arm of that same V separately rather than together. Now normally you would never do 2 adjacent increases like this. It would be too crowded, but I just keep showing you that technique 3 times in a row. And that's it. Now for the back pass, again, and I've shown this in my other video as well for basic smock stitch, the stitches are grouped together in 2s on the hook, and they tend to be crisscrossed over one another. It's the yarn forward that's crossed on top. The way I deal with it is to yarn over, pull through all 3, then undo that mistake by inserting the hook under just the yarn forward or the rightmost stitch and pulling through 2. So just to show you that again, yarn over, pull through all 3, and then insert, well, hold on to that stitch, insert just under the yarn forward and pull through 2. Now you'll see when the stitch is created by an increase on the previous round, it's even more messed up, especially in a small circle. So start by just pulling through that first stitch and then pull through both of the remainder, and again insert it back up under the yarn forward just as you normally would, but sometimes you just have to pull the stitch down with your fingers to get a sense of what's happening. And the next one is a little bit the same. Pull through 3, identify the yarn forward, insert under it, and pull through 2. That is how I deal with the back pass or the return pass with this type of stitch, but you'll probably work out a way that works for you. Just make sure you do identify which is the yarn forward and work it second. I hope that helped, and thank you for watching.